peeps? And welcome back to playing now a new game, Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. I also have some DLC I think that came with this. So this is from Steam. I'm playing the PC edition. So hopefully the game will look pretty nice and we should have some fun dying. I have played a lot of this game. A lot. I missed the bandwagon on playing this one, but you know, that's perfectly A-okay, because you know, that kind of happens. So we can't always help it. So we got kind of the character creation thing here, which for Dark Souls isn't much. And those of you who know of this game maybe a little bit, are very wary, or haven't seen too much of this, then do not worry. This game isn't as scary as it may look, as sort of a RPG rage game. It's a game that's really only raging in the beginning because you don't get the controls, and things are difficult, and you don't know where to go, and yeah. You get more used to it as the game progresses, more towards the end, I would suppose, or mid, where you have everything pretty much thinking down, but that doesn't stop you from dying. I can tell you that. It is called Dark Souls for a reason, and you're gonna die a lot. I'm someone who likes being more tanky in this game, so I like taking hits, so I'm not easily toppled. High strength and dexterity, I kind of like that. Dexterity and that kind of stuff I think that's important, but being a knight kind of gives you a boost in health, has more attunement, and lets you have a little bit more faith, which in the beginning here is something that's going to be relatively important for me as a character, because there's a couple of weapons I can get early on, which are pretty nice. It's not like being one of the other things like a sorcerer or a pyromancer. Those tend to be the other pretty good ones to choose if you want to start out. Deprived is just if you wanna do a interesting run, you do that. I'm gonna choose Knight, and the gift I'm as always going to choose the Master Key. A couple of these other items I'm not going to spoil it, but they have other abilities. Binoculars is if you want to enjoy the scenery maybe. That's about it. So I'm going to choose the Master Key. Physique, it doesn't really matter. Maybe Slim. I don't know if that has too much effect on you. Maybe your hitbox, how fast you move, if at all. It's not going to be very much. Here's the funniest thing of all. So bad. But yeah, that's mildo. Or you know, you can be sort of albino-ish, or look really mad. So the Far East Traveler is not bad. The other ones that aren't bad seem to be, and this is just for me personally, not to say the other ones are bad. It's just kind of what I kind of, look at the character-wise. The Commoner is still a very, pretty good one to have. I don't know if I want receding. Short, swept back, ponytail, wild. Yeah. I don't know what to go for. We can have bobbed hair. Alright, let's do it. Let's make this guy look absolutely weird. Let's have him look weird. Come on. What can I do for weird? We have purple hair? Maybe purple? Maybe dark blue? Nah, that's too easily seen. Dark red. Let's do red. And then, wait, there's no, that's right, there's no beards I can add. That's kind of depressing. I forgot about that. Oh well. So we will accept these settings, and we will go on. And the opening cutscene.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets healed apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Alright, well, that's about all the story you're about to get in this game. Stuff's kind of more presented over time, but that's about all you really get to use or notice.
Yes, indeed.
They have a little bit more
The
time.
dark side brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Dun dun dun! Alright, so, here we are. We are in game. The controls and how the tutorials are going to be are still going to be kind of shown in Xbox 360 terms because they decided to port over to the PC directly from the Xbox 360. Now, I am also running a Dark Souls fix for some of the rendering issues and some of the problems that this game had visually, so it should look even more stunning than usual. Now, these little things on the ground are just kind of little messages for us in case we are interested. I have my basic attacks and stamina, health, all that lovely stuff. I'm going to attack these guys for some extra little, you know, souls. Souls is the currency in this game, and it's the thing that you're going to need a lot of. Bonfires in this game kind of are the checkpoints. They are the things that we can kind of do. And that's kind of how we'll be getting around and do our stuff. So, as we kind of come into here, you're going to... First little surprise of the game that you're going to get, oh my goodness, it's a gigantic enemy. Now, if you're not careful, he'll do just that. He will absolutely beat the living crap out of you. And, oh, that was kind of painful. I'd prefer if he'd stop attacking me. There's going to be a guy here who's going to have a bow and arrow, telling me to get my shield. I'm going to have to grab this. Okay, shield. Very good. Run. There we go. So I can just hold the block button here and come up after this guy. Chase him down as the evil person that he is. Now, I'm not going to do much damage to him with this thing, so I'm not going to worry about that. Instead, I'm just going to pick up my broadsword, which is the actual weapon that I need. Keep in mind that there is no real pausing in this game. I mean, you can open up the menu, but that doesn't actually stop the game. So if you want to re-equip stuff or whatnot, you're going to have to do it real time. So whatever enemies you have coming approaching you, you got to beware. Alright. Done with that enemy. Get him out of the way. Much easier to kill him with the actual sword. We see kind of a guy locked up into there. How you doing, man? Eh? Taking a rest? Taking a sleep? Okay. Dude, feel free to do that. I have no problem with that. Don't feel bad if you died to that first boss in the beginning there, when you can just run away from him. You can actually, by the way, kill him with your really crappy weapon. But that really crappy weapon, doesn't do much. Maybe 1 to 5 damage. It's pretty bad. So I'm going to come up here a little bit, and then roll off to the side, and still get hit. Son of a gun. Alright. So let's come in here, deal with this guy first. We're going to talk with him. Basically, he's going to say that he's done, he's going to die soon, lose his sanity. He wants to ask. I'm pretty sure he's also the guy that helped me out and let me go. I think he's the one that dropped the guy with the key. Basically, you can kill him here and not have to deal with him later. But, you know, he's a fun person to fight. You get souls for that later. So right now, killing him does pretty much nothing. So I pretty much want to save him for later. We're going to come over here and beat the crap out of this guy. There we go. Nice and simple. The more you progress, the better you're going to do in this game. And I just did a parry attack there, which is kind of a blocking maneuver, and it causes them to stagger, and I can stab them. As I've played most of this game, I'd say like 90% of it, I kind of know what's going on a little bit, so forgive me there if I have any kind of quickness about this. I'm also kind of used to fighting these creatures, so if you didn't think of the strategies at first, that's perfectly fine. Oh boy, I still might die on this. The bosses are no pushovers in this game. And if they get you locked, as they tend to do, you'll have some issues. Now I should take my time with this and not let myself get killed as easily. There we go, I'm gonna heal up. These Estus flasks kind of heal you up, and they're reusable. Each time you go to a bonfire, they do that for you. So I'm gonna hopefully stay behind him. Oh, no. Just keep your distance away from him. Whenever he does that, just keep your distance, and he won't be able to get you. Unlike you're me, and you just decide to get hit anyway. I don't know, shits and giggles. A lot of dodging in this game is kind of hard, and timing that you got to get ready. Okay, there we go. We can get around. Running does take stamina, so keep that in mind. I kind of need to wait for him to do an attack first before I can start attacking him back. I'm just gonna poke him in the butt, basically. I have become the butt stabber. Oh god. I saw that attack coming in, about to clear me. Oh! Okay, I'll be able to kill him. First time through. Woo! I wonder how long it'll take before the first death will happen. I'll kind of give some tips and tricks and hints and things you can do in the beginning. Those I will show more explicitly. If you come over here, don't do this in the first game. You don't have to. And you will hear this.
warm. Give me soft.
Basically, this is a little mini trading area. That's called Snuggly, the bird. Basically, Snuggly will want you to give him items. You give him items by dropping them out of your inventory into his little area, and then if you quit the game, come back in, or leave the area and come back, he will leave a new item for you. Very important. Very good. Caca! Motherfucker! So, yeah, we've reached our first place. The first bonfire. Lordran, level up and kindle the bonfires. Now, I'm doing this game as sort of a testament, a training myself back up in preparation for Dark Souls 2. We can choose to level up, but we can't. Oh, hey, yeah, we got enough souls. Sweet. Oh, yeah, we got plenty. Okay, so in Dark Souls 1, one of the mechanics in this game, and ignore all the stuff way on the right there, over there on the side. I mean, it's important stuff, but you kind of don't let it overload you. It's got a lot of stuff, but there's some certain things that you eventually just kind of weed out. Basically, if you want to be more of a character that's going to use spells and sorcerers and stuff, you're going to be, first off, you're going to pick a sorcerer for the beginning, but then you're going to put a lot of stuff into intelligence and faith, probably also some attunement, so you can have more spell slots, and endurance, so you can move around more and kind of be more moving. You might put some in resistance too, so you don't get poisoned as often and that kind of stuff. If you're going to do what I'm going to do, and you're going to be a tank, you're going to deal damage like crazy. You're going to be pumping stuff into strength, dexterity, definitely endurance, and vitality. And the first thing that I do when I come to this game is I pop my faith up to 14. Why? Because I like using some spells, and there's also a weapon that you can use that's very important that you can get pretty much immediately if you chose the master keys and about the same character that I did. Kindling just makes it so you get more Estus Flax out of this specific bonfire, and reversing hollowing, you just use your humanities to turn back into a person. Now, you can get invaded when you do this, so don't do that. Also, when you're a human, though, you have, and the more of those humanity things up there that you have, the less damage you take, and the more stats you have, and so it's just better for you overall. Now, the sword that I'm talking about that we can get pretty much immediately, and that's some humanity right there, will be, I'll go to that a little later, the weapon. But let's talk to this guy real quick.
Well, what do we have here?
There are actually two bells of awakening. One is above, the other far below. Ring them both, and basically that's all you have to do. And this is the only, basically, direction you get in this entire game. You find out nothing else. Now, with these bonfires, you'll note something that you might not note immediately. You might not come down here knowing that these stairs are even here. There's this lady down here. She does not talk to you. She can reinforce your Estus Flask with, basically, you need a Firekeeper soul. She is a Firekeeper. The Firekeepers sit around other bonfires, and you can find them throughout the game. They're somewhat rare, so don't waste them or anything by popping them, as I will explain later. She just won't say much to us. She doesn't want to speak to us at all. She becomes a slightly bit of an important character a little bit later, so be careful of these steps. You can fall off and die, and I'm just going to have us head to an area that normally I would not perhaps want us to go immediately if you're new to this game. But this area, oh, contraption does not, oh, okay, it's already up here. We're going to ride this down. If it's already down, just pull that lever and it comes right back up. Basically, we're going to go to an area that is kind of mid-late game, unless you know what you're doing. And you will die if you do not pay attention. Now, as we come down here, there'll be some extra guys that you can kill. Make sure you get them nice and good. Otherwise, they can deal some kind of silly damage to you sometimes. This is Dark Souls! You're dead. So this will be the, well, most likely not the first guy that you're going to meet. If you come down here first, this is the first blacksmith you're going to meet. Richard Van Hem, he was a smith, but now he locked himself down here. If you kind of listen to him more of his stuff, he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to be turned into a hollow. Which is kind of what I am. I'm undead right now, but if you go hollow, you become like one of those other things that are around, and you want to kill people, and you go insane, basically. So he can modify your equipment. That's for kind of bringing your weapons to a higher standard. Reinforce your weapon is the first thing you'll do. Reinforce your armor. Wait on that a little bit. This beginning armor is pretty good, but there's other stuff that's a little bit better that you don't want to waste stuff on yet. Repairing you can, but you're not gonna really need that until later. Purchasing items, you can purchase some cool spells here. If you're a sorcerer, these are a good quick place immediately to get the soul arrow, a heavy soul arrow, or a sorcerer's catalyst, which is a good sorcery weapon if you want to be an intelligence build and use those kinds of things. There are different spells. There's a faith build and an intelligence build, so keep that in mind. Alright, so just past here, just kill those guys real quick. Past down here, there is that right there. Let me kick this guy off really quick because it is funny to watch these guys fall off. You get the S-Talk, a very good dexterity first weapon. This is an area we're not going to be back to for quite some time. I may, in transit, kind of pass through this area. Ooh, look, another guy to kill. Peeps, another little quick thing. There is a large nameless soldier soul down here, just below the steps where you can first come down into New Londo, as I showed you previously. Just wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, let's just run up here quickly. Now, if you chose the Master Keys as your starting item, you can open this thing here, get a nice quick soul of a large nameless soldier, and quickly head back over to here. That's the entrance to Blighttown, if you come this direction. It's actually the exit of Blighttown, but I find it so much easier to enter that way. Because Blighttown is a laggy hellhole of death and dismay that will make you cry, even if you are the proudest and, one of the better gamers. But anyway, you see this little thing over there hanging off the side of a cliff there, and it's a dead drake. His body is guarding the couple of items over here, and as a Commander Akabar once said, it's a trap. It is very true. We're going to quickly grab these items as quickly as I can and die. Now, this is expected. You're going to die here. His first attack will kill you. It's not much you can go around. You're going to lose your souls too, by the way. Those souls at the bottom right, which is your currency, they kind of go away every time you do that. But we gained something extremely important. We got the Astora's Straight Sword, which, as you can see there, does divine damage. Now, this divine damage can be used to kill creatures that come back to life. Not the basic ones, but there's other ones that just reanimate almost immediately. And it's extremely important that we get this. Basically, that weapon here requires you to have 14 faith, along with your other base stats, to be able to use. Kind of quickly went down, and as you saw, I got my souls back, I retrieved my stuff. The first area you might want to go, just if you want to talk to another NPC, is come up these little steps. And first we can grab another soul over here. These are more portable souls that you don't lose when you die. Oh, this one's a firebomb. Never mind, I thought that was going to be a soul. It was not. That's okay, though. There's many items in Fire Lake Shrine that you can get, and I can show you around a little bit. But I would like to get some action in, so I'm going to get some progress in after I talk with this guy over here. This is the first, if you are a faith user, the first guy you're going to want to talk to. He's waiting here for his companions to return, so he's going to teach me some stuff. You get to join this covenant. It is the Way of White, I believe. The covenants are a type of multiplayer in this game. Besides the occasional ghosts you may see in the game that are other people playing in their worlds at the same time you are in these areas, or you may see little blood pools where they have died. This is very important because these covenants allow you to multiplay with other people a lot more. I'm already part of this one. I'm going to learn his gesture so I can do a shrug, which is kind of funny. And if you want to purchase items, this has a lot of spells and stuff that, is kind of good. The homeward is, it's like a homeward bone item. It's another thing. Great heal expert. The healing stuff can be good. There's better stuff, but it can give you a little bit more lasting time before we need to go to a bonfire. Talismans are the weapons that a faith user uses, and your skills also scale, as he said there, with your abilities to do that other stuff. So, you're going to want to come up here. First thing you're going to find is a soul up here. Soul of the Lost Undead. Give you some more souls. Very good. If you look over there, I think you see another one up on top of that roof. That is something we can get a little bit later once we progress the game. And I'm going to do something really silly here, really fast. First off, you jump down here. This is a passageway to a secret area that most people don't go to, unless they kind of accidentally fall into it. Keep in mind, you will have to potentially fight some enemies or run past them if you do come down here. So keep that in mind, and I will show you that. Or you could use a homeward bone down here to teleport your way back without having to worry about that in the slightest. But you'll get a morning star and a talisman, so don't spend your money on one. You can get one here for absolutely free, and it's pretty much worth it. Cracked red eye orbs is also a multiplayer item where you can invade another person's match. By the way, this stuff requires you to have an internet connection, so obviously, if you don't have an internet connection, you can't use the multiplayer functions of this game. That are very integral. I would definitely play this game with that. Lloyd's Talisman prevents enemies and yourself from using those Estus Flasks to heal yourself. Now, if you jump down this way, which is the way I'm going to go, prepare to run, because you're going to be fighting some skeletons that are honestly not happy to see you. So just run up here, run back to where Firelink Shrine is, which just requires you to come over here, run through the water, and rest of the bonfire because that resets all of the enemies. So the enemies won't attack you anymore and whatnot. Now, I'm going to do something now that I have a sword and whatnot. I'm going to do something silly that most people do not do. This, I'm going to spoil it a little bit. If you don't mind spoilers, because I'm going to show a lot in this thing. I'm going to kill him. Why? Because he's going to be an enemy that you're going to have to fight later in the game. And I'd rather kill him now where I have, you know, a better chance. I mean, then I'll be leveled up then. But this 1,000 souls that he gives you if you kill him, this is very good. Giving your back to an enemy is very not smart idea. You have to kill him now. If you anger him, you must kill him. Otherwise, he will give you some serious issues. So it's kind of a quick battle, a determining factor of the first time you will ever really fight a... I'm going to do some circle strafing too. So hopefully this guy will hopefully come up and attack me. Oh, he got a parry on me. Oh. Oh. So I died from that. That'll be the end of me. Now when I come back, I'm going to have to fight him. Because when you spawn back immediately, he will try to kill you again. He will stay aggro in the beginning of the game here. I got a parry on him. Ha! Sucked that. Come at me again, bro. Come at me. Come at me. Got you again, sucker. Okay, heal up, heal up, heal up. Oh! Ha, sucker. You missed out. You missed out on it. Get me. Sucks to be you, huh? Oh, damn it. I died again. Ah. Alright, I thought I could handle him a bit more than I am. I'm gonna have to fight him. So I probably will end up ending this after trying my best to defeat him. So he can try to fight me as much as he wants. Patience in this game is extremely important. And I am not dealing with it very well at the moment. Locking on enemies is extremely important, by the way. As you can see, that little circle around him indicates that I am doing that. I also am keeping all my souls by reviving all my stuff again from each time I've died. I probably want to get a couple of riposts in. And there we go. Got some good stuff on him there. Do that a couple times and you'll easily kill him. I'm going to heal up real quick. And have him try to come at me again. Back off. Back off. Back off. Fall off. Okay, you're not going to do that. That's fine. Oh, he got a riposte on me. Those ripostes just deal damage to you early game. I'm going to go defensive and then I can drink up. Or he'll just stab me again. Like the butthole he is. Don't worry, dude. I'm not going to gun for you yet. You can back off. I have a shield. There we go. Another riposte. Got him close now. He has a tendency to parry you a lot. Oh, this is close. If I get one more hit off on him, he will die. There we go. There we go. We got him. So that's a quick 1,000 souls there. Which is really good. Now, I believe I died down here last time, so I should have, yep, all my souls from previously, so that's like 360? Yeah, 366 from last time. So, now I have enough probably to level up again. So, this can be important if you want to get a quick leveling up. Endurance is good, vitality is good, but I want to pump some of the strength because strength is extremely important for a weapon I want to use later. I like strength, dexterity, vitality, endurance, that kind of stuff. And 14 faith is about all I'm going to need for how I like my build. Lots of people in the Dark Souls community like using dexterity and endurance as their go-to kind of thing. As you can see, this sword basically one-hits these guys that are, you know, relatively beginners stuff. The hollow set, item set, is a good set, but there's better sets, to be honest. Better stuff that you can have and use. Be careful of this stuff here. There'll be an item that we're going to get a little bit later that these guys are kind of in a sort of protective. It's underneath the bridge. It's not that one up there, but it is extremely important. So I'm just going to kill that guy, heal up a bit. Don't try to show your backs to the enemies as much as you can, because they like wrecking you. This guy has a tendency to just jump on your head. It's really weird. He tends to kill himself a lot. It's pretty funny. So yeah. I'm going to come down here now and grab this item. It's not extremely important, but it's pretty nice, I guess. If you feel like you're going to die a lot, this item kind of saves you once. If you have, just, like, put it on after a boss fight. And you'll see what I mean, because it is the Ring of Sacrifice. Ring of Sacrifice breaks after you die, but you retain all of your souls and everything you've collected. So you're not going to lose your stuff, basically. Which can be very important if you're carrying around, like, 60,000 souls. That can be extremely important. Now, a lot of people have a issue with those jumps there. So keep in mind, if you don't want to die, be careful, because that could cause some issues. Good luck. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I'll have these guys fight me. Kill both of them at the cost of taking some damage, but that's okay. There was another message over there, and I'm going to read that in a second. Oh, this guy's got firebombs. But he'll die pretty easily. Surprise! There's another guy right there. That's perfectly okay. He will die easily to our hands. Now, this area here is kind of important. Most people bypass it, but as you can see, there's a message here. Try rolling. If I rolled, I would have just rolled onto here instead of attacking that stuff. You get another large soul of the undead and a new little mini area where you can get some nice, sweet items. If you come up into here, you'll be able to collect another soul. So these ones, you're going to get a lot of souls in the beginning of this game to level up very quickly. So that's pretty good. Yeah, and there's going to be a couple enemies that are going to climb over the walls to try to surprise kill you. Also, it's very important. Destroy these barrels with all your might. These barrels, they hide stuff from you. They're your worst enemy, because they keep items away from you, and that's detrimental to your survival. Now, I like this area, because there's an ambush. And I can just kick these guys off for souls. It's pretty funny, to be honest. Now, I didn't get souls from them yet, so maybe they didn't die. That's kind of surprising, to be honest. I took a hit there, but that's okay. I have 9 Estus Flasks. Rubbish. Something that you can trade with Snuggly to get some good stuff. But it's not really useful to you in the beginning here, so keep that in mind. And right ahead here is going to be some humanity. This is a rare thing that you'll find occasionally out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, those guys finally died. I don't know why I'm getting these souls so late, but they are. All right. Whoa! Hello. Gonna stab you. All right. Well, before I head into this next area in the fog wall, I've kind of showed you a good amount of stuff. I don't think there's anything in here in the bottom area of this that we can grab. There's nothing in there, so I don't have to break all those barrels, to be honest. But yeah, so peeps, I hope you've been enjoying this. This will be a little bit longer one than I'd like, so talk to you peeps later.
On the battlefields of ancient Japan, the mighty General Akamoto stands ready to become shogun on the eve of his greatest battle. Betrayed by a shadowy figure, he finds himself transported to the shores of the dead, where a ragtag misfit army is his only chance to break down the gate to the afterlife and gain the title of Shogun.